beautiful beings. My name is Carly, and today we are going to be making some vegan pumpkin pie cinnamon rolls. It is a chilly fall day here, and I woke up and was like, I have nothing to do today. Let's make some cinnamon rolls. I've never done this before, so wish me luck. I try to do this recipe as low waste as possible, which is pretty easy with baking. Usually sugar and flour already comes in paper bags. Regardless, I went to my local co-op and got all the ingredients that I didn't already have in my kitchen to make these cinnamon rolls. These are inspired by, what is her name? Sweet Simple Vegan. She has a YouTube channel and a blog, so I'm basing my recipe off of hers. And yeah, let's get started. One, we have to melt down some vegan butter. So you're gonna put one entire stick. This is Earth Balance. But each of these is half a stick, so 2 Earth Balance sticks in the pot. Okay, once your butter is all melted, you can go ahead and add your 2 cups of almond milk. And we have this right now just on like a 2 for heat. I just want to warm it up so that it's warm to the touch, but not too hot that it kills the yeast. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take our melted butter and warmed almond milk and put it in a large bowl. Then you're going to go ahead and add your half a cup of sugar into that and give it a stir. Now you're going to go ahead and grab a packet of active dry yeast and sprinkle that over the top of your mixture here. And then give it a couple of stirs. Take that and put it in a warm space to activate for 10 minutes. Now you're gonna go ahead and take your 4 cups of flour and go ahead and scrape it into the milk, butter, sugar, and yeast mixture. And then just go ahead and stir that up until it is just combined. When you are all finished stirring that up, you're going to take a kitchen towel and lay it over top of the bowl. And you're gonna let that sit and rise for 1 hour. Okay, so while the dough is rising, we're gonna go ahead and do the filling. So you're gonna need another stick of vegan butter, which again, the Earth Balance, these sticks are in the 1/4 stick size. So there's your half stick of butter. We're gonna get a fork and mash that up. So I'm gonna need a bigger bowl for sure. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use my hands because I'm not afraid. Yeah. Ew, this is so gross. Well, this is the reality of cooking and learning. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? And I just remembered that I actually didn't get quite enough vegan butter. You're supposed to have some for the frosting, about 3 tablespoons. So I think what I'm gonna do is just set aside a chunk of this brown sugar butter for the frosting later. So with my nasty hands, I'm gonna go ahead and put my pumpkin and mix that up with the butter and the brown sugar. And then we're also gonna put all of our pumpkin pie spice in there, and that was 2 tablespoons. All right, we have our dough that's been sitting for an hour, looking like this. Add this extra cup of flour, so you'll need 5 cups of flour total, along with your salt and baking powder. And then we're going to mix this till it is well combined. So now you're gonna flour your surface really good. And we're going to turn our dough out onto it. And then essentially you're just gonna knead the crap out of this dough until you have a dough ball. Flour up a rolling pin. Make sure that your surface is nice and floured. And then you're gonna roll it out into a 1/2 inch thick rectangle. So I'm gonna give it my best go. Okay, once you have it rolled out into your rectangle here, you're gonna take the filling that we made earlier that looks questionable but tastes delicious and spread it evenly over the whole thing. Basically, I'm gonna make my best attempt at rolling this up tightly into a spiral. And once you have it rolled into a log, you're gonna get a sharp knife or as sharp a knife as you can find and cut it into 12 even pieces. I actually ended up cutting mine into 11 because I wasn't paying attention, but that's fine. Then you're gonna find a large baking dish and then go ahead and distribute the cinnamon rolls into the pan. Mine, honestly, are looking a little bit janky here, but that's okay. I'm sure that they'll turn out fine. Let's err on the side of optimism. Go ahead and let those rise for another hour. Okay, so I just realized that I accidentally put powdered sugar into the cinnamon bun dough instead of flour, which would explain some of why the dough consistency was how it was. But anyway, I'm gonna measure out 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar and sift it. This is gonna be for the icing. Now, I have my butter and sugar concoction from earlier melting on the stovetop. So here we're gonna take some vegan cream cheese. My favorite is the Kite Hill. And this package is about 8 ounces, but the recipe calls for 4, so we're gonna take half of this room temp, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract going in. I have my melted vegan cinnamon sugar butter. I don't know why I said cinnamon sugar, it's just brown sugar and butter. And I'm actually gonna add in just a dash more pumpkin pie spice, and we are gonna whisk this up. Well, it is now the next day. I didn't realize when I started that recipe that it would take almost my whole day yesterday. I really enjoyed myself. They didn't turn out quite Pinterest perfect looking. However, they tasted. Everybody in the house that I live in and the people I work with really enjoyed them, and so did I. I definitely would recommend it if you're looking for a warm treat to enjoy on a fall morning. Thank you to Sweet Simply Vegan for posting this recipe. I will link her blog post down below. I pretty much followed it to a T, other than adding pumpkin pie spice and pumpkin puree to the filling, along with some chopped pecans or pecans or
pecan.
I know in my last video I said that I wanted to post videos on important topics. I definitely will be doing that, but you know, cinnamon rolls are an important topic. And honestly, I was really craving cinnamon rolls. Also, sustainability is something that I really care about. I have pretty much constant climate anxiety. If you don't know what that is, here you go. What are we anxious about these days? But Anyway, sustainability is really important to me and something that I want to focus on this channel, giving you tips, advice, but also learning myself and holding myself accountable. So it's a constant learning curve. That said, 2 things that I would do next time to make this recipe almost completely waste-free. 1, making your own pumpkin puree. And the second one I would recommend is making your own nut milk. I hope that you're having a beautiful morning, day, or night wherever you are. And I hope that if you're not, it gets better for you soon. I know that it will. It always, always gets better. Mental wellness reminder of the day: be kind to yourself. Even if you feel like you don't deserve it, or you've just messed up, or things are not going the way that you want them to be going, just forgiveness is an act of consciousness. I read that on a tea bag one time. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace. Do you see this? Do you see this? The size of my face. Man, I love carbs.